Today's presentation will be about bananas by Chad Zellmer. In 1876, the first bananas were imported to the United States. They were considered a luxury item. They became quickly popular in the United States as a tropical fruit, so there became a lot more demand for bananas. One of the problems facing the import of bananas to the United States was keeping them ripe. In 1920, trains were built with refrigeration units to help keep the bananas cool enough so that they would not go bad. The demand for bananas continued to increase, and therefore trucks were made with refrigeration units as well. This happened in the 1930s. This also helped bulk import into the United States of bananas. In 1900, the United States imported 15 million bunches of bananas, and within 10 years that number changed to 40 million bananas. Supply was an issue, however, because of the Panama disease, which was a fungus that attacked the plant and eventually killed off the crops. Farmers were forced to come up with an alternative, which is now called the Cavendish banana, and are 99% of the bananas imported into the United States. On average, the United States imports 130 bananas per person a year. The continued increase for demand of bananas caused the fruit to go from a luxury item to a mass import, which drove down the prices. Some facts. The United Fruit Company, known as Chiquita, was started in 1903. They held over 80% of the banana market and were accused of having a monopoly of bananas. They had a fleet of ships that was one of the largest in the world except for the U.S. Army. By 1967, the United Fruit Company agreed to restructure and sell off some of its assets. There are now three main companies that control over 40% of the entire banana market. Before jarred food was around, bananas were used as a baby food as they could be smashed up and easy to eat. Bananas are popular because they are inexpensive, which was especially important for lower income families. They also are known for having a germ-proof wrapper, allowing individuals to eat them anytime, anywhere. They are high in nutrition and in vitamins. 400 million people rely on bananas today, making them one of the most important crops in the world. They revenue over $52 billion. Some current threats to bananas are the TR4 virus, known as Tropical Race 4. This is a fungus very similar to the Panama disease that harms the soil and kills the bananas. Banana growers have been looking for other areas to grow bananas, however, the disease has been following. Bananas cannot be grown in the United States due to the length of time it takes to grow them at temperatures that do not get too cold. This ultimately is a threat to the United States and the love for the fruit if the disease cannot be stopped. There has been some research done into the disease, which ultimately involves DNA of bananas not affected by the disease to be genetically mutated into other bananas to keep them from becoming extinct. However, the big suppliers think it's risky and they feel they need to develop other variants of bananas instead. In conclusion, some recommendations that can be given to the CEO of Chiquita are to research different ways of growing bananas. This could include large greenhouse enclosures in climates that bananas are typically not grown in. They also should be open-minded to the possibility of cloning bananas to save the current Cavendish banana. While they might find it risky to genetically mutate bananas, maybe they can consider doing 50% of their crop this way instead. Finally, they should look into developing other types of bananas that will not be susceptible to the TR4 fungus. Before fully implementing this, they should conduct a market survey to see how enjoyable they are to the general public. They can also look to see if they can develop bananas quicker. That way they can find different areas to grow them.